kids, I'm going to do a law of sines problem with you, and then I'll post a picture of some problems I would like you to try. They're all basically the same, and they're not too hard. I think you guys will get this with only one or two examples. So here's the problem. It says solve triangle ABC with A, B, and C as indicated. So the way you do it is you just go ahead and try to draw any old triangle. It really doesn't matter if it represents this information here or not. Just kind of draw a triangle. I just always kind of draw one that looks like that. Now these angles that I put in may or may not be like reflective of what I drew, but we just are interested in where they are, not a perfect picture. So just put A here, B here, and C here. I usually do that. So of course this would be little a, little b, and little c across from one another, right? So let's look at the given information. Angle A is 51 degrees. Okay, so I put it in there. Now if this angle that I drew is not exactly 51 degrees, it doesn't make any difference. You're just trying to get the idea of where the things are relative to one another. B is 44, so I'm going to put that up here. And they said C is 11 inches, so that's little c. That must be the side. So little c is 11. Okay. So I know all that. So now it says solve the triangle. So I need all three angles and all three sides. Well, I know two angles and one side. So I have to figure out this angle here, and I have to figure out that side and that side. So it's basically three small little problems. Well, let's start with the easy one. Obviously, angle C would be easy to get because angle C will simply just equal 180 minus the two angles you were given, 51 and 44. And if you do that, you will see that it's 85 degrees. 85 degrees. So this angle right here is 85 degrees. So I already finished 1/3 of the problem. Now remember, the law of sines states that the sine of any angle, like let's say angle A, divided by its side, little a. So these letters are the same, only capital for the angle, small letter for the side, is going to equal the sine of any other angle here. So let's just say C, of angle C over its side, which would of course be 11. Now, I need an angle and its side to do this. So the only ones I know now are the 85 degrees and 11. See how this is C and little c. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to use the sine of angle C over little c is equal to the sine of any other angle. So I can choose A or B. So I'll just choose sine of angle A over little a. All right, well, let's see what I've got here. Well, sine of angle C, that would simply be the sine of 85 degrees. I found 85 before, divided by its side. So its side over there is 11. That has to equal the sine of angle A, which of course they gave me as 51, divided by its side, little a. So now it's simply a proportion problem. I just do sine of 85 times A, just like we did on those SOHCAHTOA ones. Sine of 85 times A, and that equals the other cross multiplication, sine of 51 times 11. So all I really have to do is take sine of 51 times 11 and divide out that sine of 85. And this will give me my answer. And if you do this in your calculator, do sine of 51 times 11, hit enter, and then divide it by the sine of 85, you will see that A will equal 8.58, rounded. So little a is 8.58. I've already got that figured out. This is 8.58 inches. Well, I'm almost done. Now I just have to find little b. But again, I just do exactly what I just did. So in this case, I would have the sine of angle C again over little c, just like I did over there, is equal to the sine of angle B over little b. And then again, I'm just going to set a proportion like I did here, and we'll just solve it. So again, that will be the sine of 85 over 11. That's sine of C. Angle C is 85. Little c is 11. Equals the sine of angle B, which, if you recall from my drawing up here, that's 44 degrees right here, 44 degrees. Okay, so sine of 44 degrees over little b. And again, you do your cross multiplication. So sine of 85 times b is going to equal sine of 44 times 11. And again, I just have to divide out the sine of 85 in both cases again. So sine of 85. And when you do this, you do sine of 44 times 11, hit enter, and then divide by the sine of 85. Remember, if you're using Desmos, make sure you're in degree mode again. You always check that little wrench first. And then you would find that little b is 7.67. So let's go back to our picture real quick. Little b is 7.67. And if you just look at the answers you got, look, the biggest angle, 85, has the biggest side. Just remember from your geometry. The next biggest angle has the next biggest side. And the smallest angle has the smallest side. So that seems like a reasonable answer. They're all done that way, you guys. So hopefully just look at this video a couple of times. You'll see it's very similar to what we did with SOHCAHTOA, except there's no right angle here, so you don't use SOHCAHTOA. You have to use the law of sines here. Okay, so hopefully this will help, and I'll post a picture of some problems I'd like you to try, and then I'll post the answers later, okay? Okay, guys, hopefully this helps you a little.